I had a semblance of hope when I walked out. I don't know if I've told you this story, but after spending the first night in a real bed, my first night out, I wake up the next morning and sitting at the counter of my parents' house, and the newspaper's out there, and I look through it, and there's a cartoon in it, and the cartoon is a big old goofy picture of me, and it says, "Lock up your medicine cabinets, Ryan Leaf's out." And and that's my hometown newspaper, and my immediate reaction is, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm a piece of shit. And this is what it's going to be like the rest of my life. What's the point? And my muscle memory went right back to, you just can't feel this. You need to go numb it out. And my grandfather had just had like some sort of knee surgery or something like that. And I'm like I really was in the car driving towards his house when I disassociated and kind of went, okay, what are you doing? What worked in prison? What changed? And it was about helping other people. So, okay, I'm gonna go to the mission. So I flipped to UE and I went to the mission and the homeless shelter, and I started to be of service there. And I didn't really do much. A lot of times I just sat down next to these guys and girls and let them talk, and so they felt heard and seen.
So you
I
were
used to
going to
associate.
break in and feed the addiction to numb the pain, go
Oh
back
God,
to
yeah.
that
I mean,
place.
now the hope that I had, the hope that was there, that I had just a little bit of it that I had developed while in prison doing that work, like it was dashed immediately with that cartoon, because I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot. The hope gave me promise to the idea that I was a flawed human being trying to be better every day. But the cartoon immediately brought back me to the place of like, oh yeah, you bust, felon, junkie, you piece of shit. That's what you are. That's how everybody sees you. You are never going to have anything of a semblance of a positive or healthy life. Just numb it. You love that space. Remember how great that space was 3 years ago? That's where you need to be. And that's what the disease does. It just does these crazy ass push-ups when you're not in it. And when it has this opportunity, it's jacked and it's ready to go. And so you better have a toolbox. You better have a foundation set in place to battle that when it does.
Have you had more of those moments then over time?
Not from that feeling, but just the brain disease of it. I don't know. It was about, I think, 2 years ago, coming up on like 11 years sober. My father-in-law was visiting, and he's been dealing with some health issues, and he was talking at the dinner table. And of course he doesn't understand, he mentioned one of the new painkillers he was on, and he was talking to his daughter, like he's trying to tell his daughter about how, this is the new medication I'm on. And I heard of something, and I was like, that it hit a spot in my brain of like, what is that? I didn't ask. I mean, I went into the office later that night and I looked it up, and it was like an incredibly strong painkiller, and it was in my house. And before I knew it, like, I was walking around the other backside of the house, coming down the stairs to the guest house there where he was staying. And a good thing for me, my wife knows me, because I see her beelining across the courtyard, walking in and going, "What are you doing?" Like, she literally saved my life, because the decision was made. Like, it was done. Like, I had relapsed in my mind. So it was done. And so she essentially saved my life, because it wouldn't have been a one-time thing. Like, that's not how it works. You take it, you play the tape through. Playing the tape through for me is back to prison, most likely dead. And so she saved my life.